for the past 2 years, Mr. Mike Pollan. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipients of the 1991 Awards of Merit. Who has been of great importance to PATA and a great support to me and my predecessor in his vote as Secretary-Treasurer of PATA for the past 2 years, Mr. Mike Pollan. Ladies and gentlemen, the recipients of the 1991 Awards of Merit. Amongst many achievements, this lady has implemented the objectives of PATA's Direction 2000 in one of the association's largest chapters. In that chapter, she has worked diligently to establish goals and responsibilities for the Executive Committee in line with those objectives. She has been highly and positively visible in that PATA chapter and in others, particularly through the establishment of a special PATA educational program which has generated many benefits for participants and PATA members alike. As organizing coordinator of the 1991 PATA Chapters Congress, this worthy lady has steered this international gathering to direct itself with issues concerning PATA's future, and in every way, she has played a vital role in strengthening the key bridge between the association and its volunteer chapter members. I am therefore extremely pleased to present the 1991 Presidential Award to the Chairman of the PATA Southern California Chapter and Director, Western Region USA for the Hong Kong Tourist Association, Barbara Bryant. Of the PATA Life membership this year needs little introduction to anyone who has been close to the management of this association over the past several years. He is a man who has used his intellect, experience, and charm to help guide PATA on its forward path. He also deserves our special thanks as your host at this year's conference. Ladies and gentlemen, the Director General of Tourism Indonesia, Mr. Yop Ave.
This will happen, and we in WWF welcome the opportunity to work together with you, the travel industry, tourist industry. Thank you very much.
After we came out of Africa 100,000 years ago. The one resource that every country has and which the tourist industry is uniquely placed to make available all around the planet. And the one resource that if you take care, you can sell, and at the same time keep to sell again and again. The reason, as you heard, tourism is a $2 trillion a year business. Over 6% of all the jobs on Earth are jobs in tourism. International tourists alone spent nearly $20 billion in 1988. That same year saw 393 million tourist arrivals registered around the world. And the fastest growing area is the PATA area. Arrivals up 59.7% in the last 10 years, with massive recent rises in Taiwan, Korea, Japan, and Hong Kong.
The planet's biosphere in my view, is undergoing an unprecedented and catastrophic change that is a result of the activity of our species. 20% of the world in the rich countries are now consuming 80% of the world's resources and still demanding growth. And as in the Brundtland Commission report, which I absolutely disagree with, saying that growth in the rich nations is essential if we're going to save the poor countries of the world. How dare we have the nerve to say that? Growth in the rich countries is the cause of the impoverishment of the poor countries. The obscenity is that 13 million people in Orange County, California use more of everything than the 1 billion people in the Indian subcontinent, and the people in Orange County demand more. Now, that's because growth has become the very reason that we exist, and it simply cannot go on. Okay, well, yeah, I won't finish it up. Just let me say that all of that is not going to save the world. And if every one of you in this room begins to change your life in the way that I'm talking about, it's not going to save the planet. But a 10-year period is simply not long enough for us to get the kinds of changes that are needed. And we need more time. We have to change the way that we live, not because we're going to save the planet, but because we have to buy time to find the solutions.
Questions? If there be none, I would like to take a vote. All those in favor say aye. Raise the cards, rather. You can say both. You can do both. Anyone against? Any abstention? Thank you. Seeing none, I have those in favor to raise their cards. Anyone against? Any abstention? Thank you. Mr. Zeka from the Sound.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could conclude my remarks and this environmental portion of this conference by saying that I think this conference, I'm confident, has given PATA a fantastic opportunity to again take action and get into the act and do something about a problem that indeed not only faces PATA, but every industry and indeed the whole world. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, if I could conclude my remarks and this environmental portion of this conference by saying that I think this conference, I'm confident, has given PATA a fantastic opportunity to again take action and get into the act and do something about a problem that indeed not only faces PATA, but every industry and indeed the whole world. Thank you very much.